Let's do the Giuliani story real quick. Judith Regan. She's the one who ran HarperCollins, book publisher. She was working with Fox, Murdoch, and the rest
she's
of them.
one nasty human being.
Well, you know what? She just got a little nastier. Just sued Fox for $100 million. Here's how it went down. There's a lot of interweaving parts to this. Number one, why did she get fired? Why did she sue in the first place? She's the one who did the original book deal with O.J. Simpson. If I did it, this is how I did it. Okay? That was before he did the If I Robbed You in Vegas, this is how I did it.
Yeah.
This is, if I murdered Nicole Simpson, etc. And they got a lot of flack for that. And there was so much heat on that. And they decided, you know what, this Judith Regan's trouble. We got to fire her.
Yeah.
So they fired her. And then on top of that, they smeared her. They
Can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing compared to the smear Judith Regan's going to get.
Oh,
First
they're
of all,
coming for her.
Because
they're coming to her house.
Because I don't know how many people know, she had to be disciplined many times at Fox for harassment suits that were settled of people that worked at the company.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I think Judith Regan is a world of trouble. Okay?
Much worse than she understands.
Yeah, you don't want to go anywhere near Judith Regan. Okay, I'm going to tell you all about Judith Regan in a second. But the thing
I can tell you some Judith Regan stories.
Oh, you're going to tell me those stories.
I'm gonna
no, you're going to
tell
me.
them.
Okay. But you're going to. But the thing is, she's not just trouble for us. Now what's great is that she's trouble for Fox. Now Murdoch's left holding the hot potato, all right? And so is Rudy Giuliani. So here's what happens. They fire her, and then they smear her and say, oh, yeah, during a phone call, she said all these anti-Semitic things and about how the Jews run the world. Because that's the greatest smear in the world.
Let me tell you, but that's a true smear with Judith Regan.
Yeah. So here's the problem, though, for Rudy Giuliani. As Wes pointed out there, why is she going around with Bernie Kerik getting drunk and roping off, what else? The Methuselahs, whatever they are. Okay, off of people's doors? Because she's having an affair with Bernie Kerik.
Oh, yeah.
And Bernie Kerik is at the time the police commissioner of New York
Bernie
City.
Kerik is having an affair with a lot of people at this time, by the way.
That's right. And as we've told you before, in the apartment building that was supposed to be meant for 9/11 workers, for them to rest after they got home. After they did their job, because it was by the 9/11 site, the World Trade Center site. And what Bernie Kerik said is, let me see if I can say it that's in a way that's right on the radio. I can't. He said, get the hell out of here, okay? No police are allowed to come here. No 9/11 workers are allowed to come here. Instead, I'm going to take this apartment and use it to have sex with my mistresses, including Judith Regan.
Yeah.
Okay. Judith Regan, by the way, loses it when she realizes Bernie Kerik is sleeping with many other women in the same apartment building. And that's when it begins to unwind. And that's when Fox goes to her and says, no, we want to protect Rudy Giuliani and his political career. We want him to be the next president of the United States of America. You are not allowed to say anything about your affair with Bernie Kerik. And then federal investigators come to her because Bernie Kerik's a crook. And he's just been indicted again, right? Again and again and again he gets indicted. And then Fox says to her, and she says she's got it on tape, senior executives of Fox saying, lie to the federal investigators about Bernie Kerik because we want Rudy Giuliani to win. Now, if that's true, Fox is in a world of trouble, and so is Rudy Giuliani.
Wait, how is Fox in a world of trouble?
Because if they're just picking one of the Republicans to support, then they're going to piss off all the other Republicans. And that's when it becomes relevant, because then you got a catfight inside the right-wing base.
Yeah, but Republicans don't care because look, if you lose, you lose, and they'll beat up on you, and they'll get behind whoever the leader is.
I know, but they haven't lost yet. They're in the middle of that race. And if it looks like Fox is trying to, support Giuliani over Romney and McCain and Huckabee and all those guys.
Which they obviously are.
Which they are.
Based on their ad policies, whether or not you could use, Fox News footage on their websites and stuff, which they've gotten on Romney about, but not on Giuliani about.
And Sean Hannity goes to Giuliani fundraisers all the time and speaks to get people to donate to Rudy Giuliani. It's clear as day what's happening. So it might hurt them with their base, who doesn't necessarily like Rudy Giuliani because he's pro-life and pro-gays.
Yeah, but he's
pro-choice.
But he's pro-torture, and that's the big thing that really fires up the base now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it plays out.